Good evening and welcome back to the Mancunian Way. Hope we are well. My name is Matt and I'm your host. I apologise if I sound a bit down and a bit out of it. I'll explain everything later on. I do have to, it's not going to be a long one. I have got an appointment at 10:30. I will explain later on. But Rich has joined us.
Good morning.
The naughty boy that is Rich.
Naughty.
Who tells me he's going on work and is pissed off to watch the test credit.
Yeah, I just said I was on a plane. I didn't say
No,
it
you
was
didn't.
work.
You made out as though you were going working. Do not lie now. Do not lie, Rich.
I'm not working on any of the Fridays. I probably on telly. I was in the front row, so I was probably seen all around the world.
Rich, you're a naughty boy. You're in trouble.
I did have a great on Saturday morning. Met a load of blues from Reddish and Marple, which was good. Had a good catch up, good chat in the pub before the game. Fair few City fans down for the Ashes, so that was good. Enjoyed it. But It was probably more enjoyable talking about the football than watching the cricket. But anyway, enough about that.
What he's telling you is he would rather be watching a man strike his balls with his bats than be with you beautiful people on the great Mancunian way.
What I'm saying is I'd rather watch Foden talk about Foden putting the ball in the back of the net in the pub and watch England lose. But anyway, it was a very good couple of days.
It is. And if I was in a more positive energy outcome, I'd be there'd be a lot of receipts. So I'll do it mid this evening. Good evening, Adam Quinn. Hope you are well. I think we'll get a 3-2. We'll talk about Madrid will come later on, and we'll get onto that in Blues Down Under on Tuesday as well. Which again, Rich is not bothering with either, because it's just Rich isn't interested in you guys anymore. He's a naughty boy.
It's a busy time of year.
I'm so taking the mickey he don't get it, and I really should.
Well,
It's a busy time of year, but he's got time to go to the Gabba.
yeah, that's why it's busy. I'll be going to the Adelaide Oval in a couple of weeks. But not just down the road. You can't just pop in this bloody country. You can't just pop down the road to these places are like 1,000. Well, Adelaide's probably 1,200 miles away. It's like flying to Yugoslavia or something. Actually, that's a bit dated. Serbia.
Right, before we even get going, something absolutely outstanding has happened. Massive W's in the chat for this. German Chicken Wing has gifted 50 Mancunian Way memberships. Thank you so much, mate. That is amazing. We are going to do the November giveaway. We're going to do it on Thursday. I apologize. It will come on Thursday, but it will come. I promise you all. So big up German Chicken Wing for all your support, not just here, but Judge Mo, Hussam's, all the other ones that you are in, mate. We do appreciate it. You, sir, are a superstar. W's in the chat for German Chicken Wing. Absolutely outstanding. That. Thank you so much, mate. So kind. In the famous words of Unai Emery, good evening. Move over Arsenal. This isn't their year. They win the league. I, as Martin, joined the Lake Club. Hello, DC. How the devil are you? And I hope, by the way, I know you're coming over in the next couple of weeks. I hope you have a safe trip back over to the UK, DC. Hello. Yeah, make sure you say hello to each other as well. I will try and get going in a minute. Kathy, good evening. Nick, evening. Thank you, GG, for that save at 2-0. Can I just say, Nick, to then brag about getting the shirt on, just wrong, mate. But no, big up, Nick, for getting that. Have you had it signed? You're getting it signed, Nick? Let us know. Proud to be a happy clapper, a brilliant weekend of results. DC, our shenanigans players seem to be Liverpool's this season. I will get Rich's reaction on the Mo Salah situation. If you want, Rich, talk about it now while I'm just putting up some comments.
Yeah,
on to the main event.
I have on this more sympathy with the club than the player. I think Mo Salah played very badly this season. I've seen him a number of games. I thought against City, he was head and shoulders the worst player on the pitch. I thought his laziness and not just. I know some forwards don't press. They don't. I'm not expecting him to be Raheem Diaz or Firmino, but he was not even running to the halfway line to try and block a pass, let alone pressing or anything else. So he deserved to be dropped. I think Liverpool have looked slightly better since he's been dropped, and coming out and saying what he did, as opposed to actually coming out and saying, I'm not playing well. I need to get my form back. I need to give the reason the manager to pick me. He's gone and thrown the manager of the club under the bus. Now, I'm not saying Slot's doing a good job, and I'm not saying he's going to keep his job, but my sympathies with the club, not the player. He's done nothing to deserve to be picked. He's showed no desire to improve his game and, give them a reason to pick him. So what's he whining about? I've seen City drop, City have not picked, De Bruyne, and he looks a bit unhappy and he says something to Pep, but he doesn't, in the past City have dropped Gundogan, they've dropped Bernardo. You don't see them come out and do a piece like that. It's just, but it also says that the club must be a mess because he's there, after Van Dijk, the most important player. And if he's doing that, it must be a mess inside Liverpool at the minute. So, it's sad. Well, not sad for us, but sad that your best player could go in that circumstance.
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you, I do think Salah will go. I think this is the end for Salah now. And I know you're going to say, and I know we're just doing this while we get up to, I know you're going to say, a lot of people say, well, he shouldn't talk like that about the manager. Liverpool is in a worse situation than we were in last season. For this very reason. Big up Dars for that Samaritan's link. But a simple reason is none of our players were doing this. It is totally breaking down now at Liverpool between manager. And the thing is, that's what 18 months of a manager does, and we've had nearly 10 years. Can I be really cheeky here, Rich? Would you do a loan if you could get him?
No.
Or does that kind of attitude put you off it?
That kind of attitude, I mean, you know, A, it would never happen, but that kind of attitude puts me off it. And you know, why go for, you know, our team relies on a good high press, and you know, I think, you know, we can't afford that player in our team any more than they can. If we decide we're going to sign a winger, it's going to be someone who's going to work bloody hard.
Okay.
So I mean, yeah, he's you know, when Liverpool fans, you know, modern Liverpool fans who don't know the history of their club talking about him being their greatest player, you know, you'd never have seen Dalglish put his tools down like that or talk about the club like that.
Sorry. The Arsenal fans have gone from being overly confident to now begging us to let them win now. Oh my God. Big up Gunner, by the way. I know you come here in peace, but you can't be doing that. You can't do that. Oh, might disagree with important week. I'm not excited. We'll get into it. Rich, Alan read you out your text earlier in the stream. We knew where you were. Tisk. Yeah, Alan did drop you in it.
Yeah, I think I've been quite open about going up to Brisbane. I said on last week's Blues Down Under to Governor I was heading up to
I don't know. Yeah, everyone W in the chat for German.
That's because you glaze over when we start, when Governor Alan and me start talking cricket.
Right, I'm going to get on to the downplaying of the Cherky bit when we get to the Cherky bit. Anyway, right? You got to understand where Pep and the managers are at this. Managers don't like that sort of thing. I'll explain why in a bit. Gifted 5 by ourselves. User and nobody. There you go. There's the Arsenal fans we love. The Arsenal fans we love.
I think you'll find that City were
we won a major trophy before you were even invented, mate.
And we were in the top flight years before them, and we existed years before them.
And we were also finishing higher in the Premier League before they were. Yeah, so I don't know where that.
One thing with Arsenal, they go on about how they're one of the oldest historic clubs, but I think Arsenal are like the 45th oldest club. Like City, I think in the oldest 20 or so. But Arsenal compared to, you know, compared to Liverpool, United, Everton, Villa, you know, most of the clubs at the top, I think it's probably only Chelsea who are younger than Arsenal.
Yeah. Big up Dash for the 19th, mate. You are a absolute legend, sir. Thank you very much. One of our trusted mods and good friends. Styles, a member for 3 months. Thank you so much as well. Really do appreciate that. Thank you again for your tremendous support. Morning, Martin and Rich. Hope you two are well. We are going to get into it in a minute. People type, so I just want to make sure when I get these hellos in. They're very important to us, and I know some don't like that, but to us, we're a community, we're a family. We're not just there for clicks and here we go. We're here because you guys. It's a massive thing to us. Paid, not paid for you to talk. Salah he's never a Premier League legend. He is, Jack. Come on. You can't say that, mate. He is a Premier League legend.
Just getting my dog in, he's shouting about Salah to the neighbours.
Yeah, I agree. His attitude's poor, but he's a legend. No cardboard sign. He respects support. He gets some 015. Martin, I told you about Cherka. He was outstanding. Better talk about City than Liverpool. We're going to get to it. Good evening, Mark Harris. Good evening, Abkul. How you doing? Also, Martin, is the Premier League project the biggest flop? Let's see at the end. I'll tell you at the end. A bit early at the minute, say biggest ever flop. I'm going to be honest with you. I see where Salah and the club is coming from. Yeah, I've got no sympathy for Mike. I think there's fault on both sides. I don't think Salah should have gone public with it in any way. Oh, God, what is he putting in here? Ozball is what?
Do you want to explain it, Rich?
Ozball is king.
I think he must be talking about how they desperately need to get Mary Fowler back from her ACL for the Asia Cup in a couple of months.
No, it's. I think today's discussion is going to be more about how a certain club from the northeast put up a better fight than 11 men in white shirts did over the last couple of days.
No sympathy from me, that red cartel. Any updates on Gay? Nope, none whatsoever. Of course, Salah is most likely to go the season where Semenyo has been looked at by Liverpool. Yeah. Right, we'll get into it. Let's get rolling. Just make sure I've not missed anything before we do. Good evening, David Mack, as well. I will come back to your comments as well. Jack Lee's with us. FIFA's with us. Sam, good evening. Jay at MCFC. By the way, about all emails, I will respond to them all in a gluttony. I'll explain to you privately, mate. Fulham is London's original club. Pardo Oaks, good evening, mate. You're not going to get any swearing tonight. You had one or two words, but you won't get anything like that. So my apologies if the overly offensive language did offend people the other day. Sincerely on that one. I'll ban you and Nobbins in the chat now. So I'm just making sure. We need Anderson in January, please. Let's make sure I've not missed anything.
English need Jimmy
yes,
Anderson, that's
yeah,
for sure.
I know about Ali Anderson, yes. Right, let's get into it. City 3, Sunderland 0. Now, obviously, this was a game that I missed, mainly. I was there for some. I missed some of it. And obviously, when I don't go, City tend to win. Usually what happens, that's usually the way. Everyone was very worried over this game. Everyone was worried about the performances, quite rightly so, coming out the back of Leeds and Fulham from a defensive standpoint. Pep did make a couple of changes. Well, he made one, really, which was no rounders. And in came Ryan Turkey, which I know we're going to talk about as well, because he was probably man of the match yesterday. He was exceptional. Well, let's not beat around the bush here, guys. He was absolutely phenomenal.
The amazing thing as well is that the combination with Turkey playing was better defensively than with Reinders playing.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
See what I mean? I knew Elliot was going to go straight to that. He did this with Palace last season when I missed it. We won 5-3. I'm like, come on. Why, Martin, why was Pep saying all that stuff about Cherky? No, it doesn't mean he doesn't like Cherky. It means he doesn't want to see Rabonas for assists. That's what it means. That's just, unfortunately, some managers are a bit old-fashioned like that. But, Rich, Pat, whichever, what did you make of the lineup? Was you happy, I'm guessing?
Yeah. I mean, I thought he wasn't going to change much after 2 wins. He clearly doubled down on the team the last few weeks for consistency. So, but I think we all want to see Cherky because of the Rabona, because of what he does, the magic he does, and some of the things he did were amazing, and that's what the fans want to see. I mean, you could hear the noise from the fans, when he did a couple of things, and that was exciting. So, yeah, and I think Cherky probably deserves his place more than Reinders overall on the play this season, in that Cherky's played a lot less, and he's had good output. You know, his goals, his assists, his chances he created's been good. So I think he deserves a chance.
Yeah, Pat.
Yeah, lineup was as strong as it could have been. Certainly looking at that in the hope that, we could do some heavy rotation later on in the game, given Real Madrid's only a few days away. But yeah, I was happy with what I saw on paper, and yeah, just alluding to what Rich said, Cherky, as fantastic as it is to see, he's not going to be able to get away with that every single week. So I think the sensible thing is for a player like that, the age that he's at, is just to not necessarily cherry pick him, but know when to play him at the right moments or play him in the right matches that suit that playing style, and maybe can get away with being a bit flashy from time to time. So yeah, this will probably be the Cherky loving show, for the next hour or two anyway. But that's just my initial thoughts anyway. It's like, as great as it was to see him, what we know Cherky's capable of. Just the kid's going to have to learn to understand that he's not going to be able to do that week in, week out. So if we can just be sensible with his minutes and play him at the right time against the right opposition, then he's going to flourish in years to come.
Yeah, I think Elliot basically said it's spot on. Time and place. It's one of them. The Rabona comes off, it's exceptional, and you all go, wow. It doesn't come off and you lose a glorious opportunity from a very good area. You look at it and you're going to get rolled for it. So basically, because it's come off, it looks great and you go, wow, I'm all up for that. It's amazing. It doesn't come off, Pep says, very good opportunity. You've done all the hard work, getting past all your men, just square it neatly to Foden. It's basically things like that. And I know some are going to hate that and think that's very old-fashioned and very, what's the word? Fun policing. You got to remember, for Pep, it's not fun. For Pep, it is a job, people. I know we all go, whoa. Pep doesn't care how you score the goals. How they're scored.
But I will put one little challenge in on that. When he'd moved to the left, he put his weight firmly on his left foot to move left. Martin, he put his weight on his left foot to move left. So it may not have been easy or possible for him to actually get that cross in that position with his left foot. And his right foot was, without moving his left foot, he can't get his right foot near the ball. So, whether he was fully intending that for a few seconds before, he may not have been able to do that cross if he hadn't done it Rabona-wise, because his left foot was planted in the direction his weight's on. So, there are times where players try that kind of pass because they're not going to get it otherwise. So, I mean, I think you'd have to really study it and look at it, but it's possible his weight was on his left foot. So
Elliot said apparently he's both-footed.
Well, he's totally both-footed. But what I mean is, if the ball's slightly to his left and his weight's on his left foot, you can't get your right foot to it normally, and you can't get your left foot to it without stopping, taking another action, getting your right foot down and creating the space. And if the defender's there, he may not have been able to get that cross off at that time without doing that maneuver. He might have had to take it around him again.
I think people are reading into this comment way too much. Way too much. And it's one of them. It's like, when you see players in a situation. I'm going to give an example. Do you remember Balotelli in the pre-season?
Toronto, wasn't it?
Against LA Galaxy.
Or LA or something. Or LA, yeah, LA, that's right.
Against LA Galaxy, when he did his little silliness and Mancini went bye-bye, that's the manager's position of it. I know as fans, we all go, wow, and I'm the same, wow, brilliant. But to a manager, they don't like it. I'm sorry, call them buzzkills, miserable sods, whatever you want.
Pep's so old-fashioned that he wouldn't even like that if you did that in testimonial.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He's that old-fashioned, he wouldn't like it.
Mancini didn't like it in a pre-season friendly.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. I'm not having a go, by the way. I'm not having a go at anyone here.
Yeah. Dwight York got dropped at United for doing something
This
like
is
that.
what I mean. It's just an old-fashioned thing. That's all it is. Just chill, relax. It's not a. Let's not make it a Pepsi and old bugger and killing the game stuff. It was wonderful.
To be fair, though, the difference with Balotelli is he was putting it into an open goal when he couldn't miss his other foot. He was showboating. I'm not sure that Cherky was entirely showboating. He was doing what was needed to get the ball onto Foden's head.
Yeah, and I agree with you in a way, Rich, because when you go back and look at it, it's like he kind of ran out of options because he'd overplayed the ball, and he's like, I've got to get this onto Phil, because Phil was running onto the ball. And so I think he overplayed it and sort of put himself in between a rock and a hard place. And he's like, well, I know Pep's not going to like this, but what's the quickest way to distribute this ball? And unfortunately, it had to be something flashy.
Yeah, he could not get that ball into a cross without taking another couple of steps. And another couple of steps, the defender may have stopped it. So, in a sense, I think it was partly by necessity, which is actually not showboating. That's just incredible skill to get the ball to a place. So I think it's a bit like, Payet's one. That was also the defender was coming into a position that almost Payet had to do it behind him to get the crossing, because if he'd have tried to do it with his right foot, the defender would have been in the way. So I think we need to give credit. I don't think he would have done that if he'd had the option of doing a normal cross. So I think we should be like, I think Pep should watch it and say that is just exceptional skill, and it wasn't him trying to showboat when he didn't need to. It was the only way that ball was getting onto Foden's head.
Do you think Pep might have been a little bit more concerned of him doing that given the circumstances, the fact that it was only 2 goals? To be honest, like Sunderland could have been level at that point in the game. If it'd been 4 or 5-0 up, I don't think he probably would have just brushed it aside and been like, it is what it is.
I've heard people say Sunderland could have been level, but the truth is Haaland's miss from 3 yards out with an open goal, Foden missed, a slightly harder one with an open goal.
Hang on, Rich.
Ryan's miss.
I've got to say this. This is bullshit because I know what Super City's now done. I know Super City personally, by the way. Super City's had a bet with me. And Kelster's there. I'll bring her in a minute. She's putting on makeup. She's coming on a show. No, she's putting on lip balm. Right. The desert sun's getting to her. Double digits by the end of New Year's Day. Get my letter. Now, he said Arsenal will be double digits ahead of City by New Year's Day. I said they won't. So now what he's going to try and do is switch this around and make City being double digits ahead. So I know what he's doing. Good evening, good morning, good evening, Kelster.
Sorry for putting chapstick on. I live in the desert. The sun and the dry lips are an everyday thing.
Big up, mate. I'll email you back. Bye. It was just anyway. We'll come to. We've just missed 2 goals out anyway. The first goal, Louis. By the way, for 22 months. Thank you so much. You lot are on fire tonight. And Bram with the 28 months. Thank you so much. So just to remind you, German chicken wing with the 5th gifted subs. Wow. Big up, mate. Dash with the 19. We've gifted 5 ourselves. Stizey with the member for the 3rd month. Bran for the 28 and Louis for the 22. You guys, thank you so much for your very kind and generosity. You have to read the fine print when you make a bet with me. Told you he was switching it around to the other side. Anyway, right. So we're at 0-0. Sunderland did what we all thought they were going to do, pack out the midfield. They didn't really have a lot of chance. They had 1 chance, really, that they got a corner from. But we got 2 quick goals in succession, which I think killed the game out for Sunderland, if I'm totally honest with you. Does anyone want to talk about the Vincent Company rip-off?
Well, it was slightly...
No, Ruben, don't shoot.
Yeah, it did hit someone's head, whereas Companies just went in completely clean.
Oh, piss off, Rich! You're being technical.
Rich is right. There was a little bit. There was a little bit of deflective. Yeah,
he got help. Companies was just perfect. Diaz may have gone in, but it did get a slight help.
Oh God, no,
which meant it impossible.
I agree with Rich, but also you got to remember too. Ruben Diaz played as a striker in his academy days at Benfica. The guy knows how to hit a ball.
Yeah. Oh, it was.
So I'm not taking anything away from that. I think
you're doing the deflection bit.
Yeah, it was on. Yeah, it was on target. Definitely, he kept it down. He hit it brilliantly. It was on target, but it did get a little deflection, which pushed it into the top corner. May have been a goal anyway. We don't know, but it was definitely his goal. But Companies was just perfect. No
I like
deflection, nothing.
I like how the players on social media were saying, good own goal.
Yeah, I saw that too. I haven't double checked. I was like, did they actually give it as a known goal? But no, they didn't.
No,
it was definitely
he's not Florian Wirtz.
Goal.
Oh,
it was definitely a goal.
Yeah, it's not Florian Wirtz
saying that he got the assist on that, and I was like, what?
You can't get assists on own goals.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
Desperate to get that guy a G or an A.
Well, to be fair, I thought Ruben Diaz, he has tried that a couple of times this season, actually. Don't know if anyone's noticed that. He has tried that once or twice and they tended to... One of them, I'm sure one of them was only a couple of games ago and it only just whistled by the post. But this time it went straight in the onion bag, which... Yep. He looked very happy with it, I've got to say.
Well, didn't go straight. Didn't go straight. It deflected.
Okay, so bloody hell, you and your deflection. And then,
well, you've deflected a few things in your lifetime.
All right, whoa. And then 4 minutes later, before Sunderland can get the breath, bloody hell, it's like having Alan on.
Well, where is he? Because he's about to cop the birdie from me.
Well, I'm just about to say there's a few people not in the chat who I can guarantee you would have been in the chat if we'd have struggled this weekend. And they're not here at the moment. I'm starting to see patterns with certain people in the chat. No one in the chat tonight, but there are 1 or 2 names missing who are always here when we can see goals or we're struggling.
It's Alan's ultimate nightmare, Pat. You know, England lost the cricket and City won.
City won.
It's a nightmare.
Yeah.
It's his worst case scenario. His 2 greatest pleasures.
He'd be more comfortable if he got locked out of the house with no clothes, with just a towel around him.
Yeah.
He'd be more comfortable if he got locked out of the house with just a towel around his waist.
Yeah. Exactly.
He'd still be shouting at the mirror.
Exactly what I said to Yelson the other day on Thursday night. This is what people do. They flip-flop all over the gambit. And then obviously 4 minutes later, James French earned a bit of money. Scored off a corner.
Was that our first corner? Like actual direct corner and not just like
direct? Second, I think. I think we scored a couple early on in the season.
Ooh, we're coming for you, Arsenal.
It's the first one in a while. Direct. I think we did one the other week, but it was like from a corner, but direct. Yeah.
Another Gavarda goal.
Yeah. Foden assist.
Foden, man, dude. If Turkey wasn't as brilliant as he was, you could say Foden was man of the match. He was great.
We will talk about Foden, but obviously Gavardio with the goal as well.
Glaze. You're just waiting for that.
Gavar 9.
Go on. Bloody hell, we're talking about, and everyone just goes quiet. I can't shut anybody up when we struggle. I can't win. When we win 3-0, everyone shuts up.
Barco was really good. Diaz was great too. Outside of that,
I'm just here. I'm just here for the Ashes talk.
Pat and me are happy clappers, so we're
well, you're a half happy. You're a half happy clapper. You're half happy clapper.
We thought we were going to win the quad. We thought, well, football-wise, I'm a happy clapper. I thought we were going to win the quad, so I'm just.
We still can't.
The quad
is on.
Vindicated.
Jesus, let's not start this. Gee, even I can't happy clap that much.
There's nothing wrong with a bit of hype, Martin. You should learn it.
But obviously, yeah, 2-0 at half time. I will say, I think because now I will say for the first 10 minutes of the second half, maybe 15, I thought came out a bit sluggish again.
Yeah.
We came out very sluggish.
Yeah.
And I think the be all and end all of it, as much as, yes, you can glaze in Kelster, was Gavardio who sloppily gave the ball away for Sunderland to have a one-on-one situation. And Donnarumma got us out the mud.
Wait, was that Gavardio's pass or was that Ruben's touch?
Well, it was Ruben and Diaz.
Yeah.
No, that was Foden passed the ball to Diaz. Why are you blaming Joshko for that? Or was
Ruben
it
and Diaz?
Gvardio. It was
Diaz.
Gvardio passed it to Ruben. Ruben had the bad touch, or we tried to pass it.
No, I think it was either
across
Foden
to
or
Nunes,
Nico
and it
G
just went
passed
straight.
it. It was Nico
it was
G
Diaz, right? Go on then.
to Diaz, yeah. They were pretty damn.
Does anyone want to slag off Donnarumma now?
Oh, what a save, man! What a save. Hey, Spartacus is in the chat.
The first thing that came to mind when I saw that was, "There's no way yet." Yeah, and the first thing that came to mind for me, Kel, was as soon as he saved that, I said, "Edison." I don't think Edison saves that.
Probably not, and that changes the whole momentum of the game too, because we tend to crumble in those situations. So that's huge from Donnarumma.
Yeah, but Edison would be picking out Turkey with ping balls every 5 minutes. So, you know, there's ups and downsides.
Okay. No, I just did anyone else think we came out a bit sloppy in that second half again?
A little bit.
Yeah,
I thought we were a bit sloppy.
I thought, yeah, you know, it's like they were a bit better the first 5 or 10 minutes of the game. I think they came out second half, you know, ready to really have a go. We were a bit sloppy, but I think it was also them raising their game a bit, you know, trying to throw something. And it's almost like the wind came out of their sails and we got the control back.
Mm.
Yeah, I got to give credit to the midfield for getting control back in that game, because going into the game, I was really nervous about our midfield just based on the past.
I thought Nico G was outstanding, by the way, yesterday.
Yeah, Bernardo was too.
Yeah, but Bernardo. By the way, if anyone says to me again, what does Bernardo Silva bring to this team or does, I'm just going to post him this game. It's all you need to know about Bernardo Silva. The guy ran his you-know-what's off.
What does that mean, Steve?
But I thought Nico Gonzalez was absolutely phenomenal yesterday, Nico J.
Yeah. Well, he knows Rodri's back. Rodri's probably back in the next week or so, so he's just making sure he's got his first team place nailed. And, you know, Rodri's got to earn it back. And it was...
Yeah, but Rodri won't be playing full 90s right away, so Nico G will still be playing a lot of minutes. But
yeah, I mean, it's funny because Nico G looked tired a couple of games ago. He looked really tired, but he was really, he looked, you know, looks a lot less tired at the end of that, you know, the end of his playing yesterday. So
I think there was like we had Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday off, so maybe that extra 24 hours just kind of helped everybody, because everybody looked exhausted after Fulham. But I mean, granted,
I'm going to say maybe Nico G coming off on 64 minutes on Tuesday night helped him a lot as well.
Probably, yeah.
Yep.
And then we were able to sub some guys yesterday, so hopefully they'll be, you know, like Holland and Bernardo. So hopefully they'll be fresher on Wednesday.
What's up, Blue Art? Sorry, I missed something, Blue Art. I'll leave it there then, guys. Claire's been finding the negatives on this channel nowadays. I'll say good night and goodbye on the next channel. What do you mean, Blue Art? Sorry, mate, I missed. Oh, no, it was a deflective goal. Better strike it off then. Dear God, the ball went in the back of the net. Not allowed. Rich, you're upsetting the bloody subscribers. Will you stop? Bloody hell.
It's not the first time. What are we on about?
Here comes the agenda.
There's the chance even happen in the first place if Eddie is the keeper. Foden doesn't. Right, well, hang on. Right, this is the part. I mean, we did win 3-0. Let's calm down a little bit. Bloody hell, we got to be careful. Like I said, I agree. I think we did look sloppy for 10 minutes, but then I think we took control again. And I mean, I've got a little bit of a negative. My only negative really from yesterday, if I'm going to be totally honest with you, was, I mean, well, we'll talk about the third goal, because obviously then the sub happened, that will come to. But obviously, a lovely play from Ryan Cherky down the old right-hand side. Took on one or two men. And yeah, he did the Rabona. And it was absolutely outstanding. It was great to watch. I think I said this, and Spartacus will put me right. I said this about 5 months ago. When they come off, they're phenomenal. When they don't come off, you get annoyed and you get stupid and you bang your chair. It came off from Foden with a brilliant header as well. And Cherky and Foden, I think it was, I sent this to Alan yesterday. Foden and Cherky seem to have a bit of a connection at the minute. That really clicks. And I'm sure I mentioned it after Bournemouth with the two of them. Because I think Bournemouth was
Club World Cup. It's been happening since the Club World Cup.
They're street footballers. Doku is as well in a way, and that's the amazing.
Thought he was poor yesterday, but I don't think that was fully his fault, Rich. But I'll get onto that. I think he was
better second half, but first half was not the greatest.
I've got to give Sunderland credit. I think some teams have clicked. Doku's now one of our danger guys, and they're now starting to double team and man mark him.
Yeah. But what I mean, what my point wasn't on Doku's performance at all. Was that
no.
That Doku, Foden, and Cherky are street footballers. They learn to play the game, with their mates in small pitches, tennis courts on the street, your driveway for your goal. And I think they have an incredible amount of close control and kind of intuitive, bit more maverick thinking. Whoa. So I think there will be a wavelength that Foden has with Cherky that some of the other players don't have, because they're probably
just maybe the ball ballers. They're just outstanding footballers.
Yeah, but they have that maverick streak that you learn by playing, against older kids on the street. Brazilians get it on the beach playing with a small ball on dirt. It's a different way of playing than if you're in an academy from, playing all your football from 5 years old on proper pitches, proper coaches, everything else. I'm sure Cherky's from
Rich, even Gabriel Jesus. I know we give Gabriel Jesus a bit of stick from time to time, but remember when he started, he first played on those hard pan clay sort of pitches over in Brazil. It's like if you have to play a certain way where you have to learn how to not only beat your man but learn how to stand up, because back then it's like if you fell over, you took all your skin off your legs basically. So you got to learn to be tough in a way as well as be technical too. So they all fit that sort of same category, and I totally get what you're saying. So not only are you going to see a lot of flair from them as well too, but you're going to see a lot of resilience and toughness as well too. Like they're not going to be, they might have some flair on the ball too, but they've got some proper technical ability as well.
Because they'll be playing at 7 years old against 12-year-olds, and playing in really, really tight conditions, probably with a ball that's not the right size, half the time with a bloody tennis ball. So, I think they're street footballers who show that on the pitch at times with what they can do in a really tight space.
Well, they were doing this in the Club World Cup. Go rewatch that all-out game. The two of them just immediately clicked.
I've got to admit. I just think they're both absolutely fantastic footballers. They're brave. Very, very brave. Some of the things they do. Foden, by the way, correct me if I'm wrong. Like I said, I'm not having a great day mentally, physically tonight. I will come back to that later. Correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't Foden on like 14 G&A already?
I think so.
Now, by the way,
right?
I'm going to say this straight away. Rich has gone off camera. But no, in all seriousness, anyone who wanted Phil Foden out of this football club,
those people need to go.
Hang your head in shame. hang your head in shame, because what you are seeing from Phil Foden is what Phil Foden does all the time. He had one bad season. One bad season. And you're seeing it. This goes back to the Salah thing that you're seeing right now. Players are allowed to have a season off, or a season where things go down the pan sometimes. And that's the thing. When you look at Phil Foden a lot, he scores quite a lot of goals. He assists quite a lot of goals.
He's had 5 in the last 3 games.
Well, how many individually awards? He's won 2.
Young player this season.
Young player. And he's also had a main one now. He also got the
PFA.
Footballers Writers Association one. Got the PFA one. He got both awards last season, if you remember.
And he got a golden ball in one of the
season before.
One of like U21 or something for England. He did get like the golden ball for like
I think that's what people look at. They go, because he's not doing it for England or he has one bad season, that's it. And the thing is, Pep keeps saying it, you know, he's playing with a smile now. Sometimes I think football's that important to play with a smile. Sorry, I've got the comments over your face, Pat. My apologies. And Cherky's another one. They both play with a smile. But the one thing I will say about Cherky is his work rate, I think, is better than most. He will do, and that was one of my worries. Will he do the dirty stuff? Will he? And he doesn't just stand there, which is what I like about him.
He jogs it sometimes, but you know.
I was surprised with Sunderland a little bit. I thought they'd have put up a bit more of a fight. I'm not going to lie. I think the biggest fight I saw from him was from the red card towards the end, which we'll talk about. I mean, some say it wasn't, some will say it was. It's your opinion, I guess. You know, is it Luke 09? Whatever his name is, you know. I always think he's a young lad, you know, because of that documentary. I don't think he's as young as what I thought he was. But Kelster, the big one I was going to talk about, you got your wish. Oman Mamouche came on in the 60th minute for Erling Haaland, who, I'm going to be honest, I thought had a poor game.
I agree.
Summed up by the miss just as he went off the pitch. I think that miss was like the final straw for Pep. Come on, it's not your day, mate.
Yeah, I thought Haaland was the only poor performance.
You say poor,
overly poor, but you know it happens. The guy's been carrying a load for a long time for the team, and now the rest of the team is stepping up, and he's kind of regressed a little bit. But you know, give him a little rest. Give him those 30 minutes. Like I said, when you rest him, you don't have to give him the whole game off. Just give him part of the game off, and I think those will add up and he'll be fresher towards the end of the season. And I feel that way about a lot of players who play a lot of minutes. I feel that way about Bernardo Silva. Anytime you can do that with him, anytime you can do it with Vardiol, because those are the players. Because Bernardo and Vardiol in particular, they played 5,000 minutes last season. They played a lot. So you know, and Haaland plays a lot too for club and country. So just these big players, the more rest you can give them, the better. Even if it's 20, 30 minutes, that's something. And yeah, Marmouche looked lively. I think by then the game, I wouldn't say we stopped trying, but again, he makes a lot of runs and nobody finds him. Except for the time Turkey did. Or remember he had the offside moment too, and he was getting all hissy about Turkey not finding him. And I'm like, bro, you're way offside. That's going to get flagged off. So, yeah. But yeah. He's here now. Use him. I know he's going to leave in a few weeks, but that's the way you can use him and take some of the burden off the other players. Because they're not going to have a backup when players like Haaland and Doku, they're probably not going to get to rest while Marmouche is away. So the more you can give them now, I think will pay off later in the season.
Pat?
I think
Marmouche
seems to be making he seems to be making little improvements here and there. I do feel bad for the guy. He just seemed to just get that injury at the wrong time. And, basically by the time he was ready to come back, Haaland was just bagging goals for fun. So a bit of bad timing, kind of similar to the Oscar Bob situation last season. Obviously, the injury wasn't as severe, but you do feel for the guy, and he's starting to show glimpses that there is, he's back to playing what he did when we signed him 12 months ago. I'm giving Mamouche until after AFCON to see if he can actually truly get back into form, rather than really judging his performances between now and when he gets on the plane over to Africa. So we just wait and see with him. I'm willing to give him some time with that. But Haaland, Haaland, I don't know. For me, he wasn't his most productive game too. But I did see periods there during the game where he certainly was dragging a lot of defenders away from, from other midfielders that players were marking as well. So I wouldn't say it's absolutely terrible. I mean, if you want to just count on being on the score sheet, then yeah, sure, that's fine. But he certainly did open up a lot of space in defence for other players to play or get forward and things like that. And besides a couple of wayward passes here and there, we could have easily been, 1 or 2-0 up inside the first 20 minutes or so. But
Yeah.
He'll probably be the first to say that it wasn't exactly his best game. But I'm not saying I certainly wouldn't say it was terrible. I think he was sort of creating opportunities for other players to have to go and bag goals, and he certainly did. So again, for me, it wasn't terrible, but at the same time, he wasn't covering himself in glory that yesterday either.
I think because the thing is, I think it's nice now that I think it's the last 3 or 4 games, we're getting more goals from all over the pitch now, from defenders, midfielders. The only place we're not getting GA from is obviously the wingers. I'm
wondering, are we going to count Foden as being a winger? Because he's kind of starting on the right and kind of coming in, or Turkey, either one of them. They're not really, they're like wingers, but they're not playing on the wing.
I call them wide ends more than
Turkey's giving. I think Turkey's giving free roam of the entire attack. Turkey's on the right on paper, and then on turf he's everywhere. He's wherever he needs to be.
I agree with this by Nick, by the way. Nick, by the way, I'm gonna message you, Nick. I want that Donnarumma shirt. I'm gonna nick it off you. AFCON will help Mamouche get
your present for Spartacus too for Christmas.
No, manager, I can't believe you got that, Nick. I'm shell shocked. AFCON will definitely get Mamouche.
Nick, I'll buy it off you. I'll buy it off you, and I'll gift it to Alan. I want to gift it to Alan. Nick, get in touch with me. I'll buy it off you.
That's a good one, wide play. But I will say this. I mean, Savinho came on in the 80. Make sure I've got this right. I wrote it down in my notes. The 82nd minute for Ryan Cherka. Right. 9 times out of 10, we've done enough of these, Rich, where we normally say player comes on for 8-9 minutes. We don't judge. You generally say when they come on in that period, even in the MEN and all these, not long enough for a rating. There's some of the stuff I saw from Savinho yesterday by some people. I thought he played an hour.
It's getting like Ed Chill. It is bullying.
I don't know what Savinho did yesterday to deserve what he got.
Yeah, people are joining a piling. They're all piling in, just saying exactly the same thing, piling in, and then they're saying, "Oh, we're not allowed to express an opinion." You are. You can be constructive.
No, I've had this. Sorry, Rick, I've had this before. Being a twat does not because your opinion does not mean you can be a twat.
Yeah, no, I'm absolutely saying that. It's just bullying, and it happened to Edge. It happened to Paul Power. There is a element in the support.
Mamouche when he comes on in the 85th minute. We never did, but we're going to judge Savinho on it.
Yeah, because that's their agenda, and it's always been the case. There's always been with City fans since I can remember. There's always been one player, normally a fullback, sometimes a winger, who is just going to get mercilessly slagged off, and everyone's going to pile in, and then they're going to be all indignant, aren't allowed to criticise. Well, it's just ridiculous. I mean, and
what did he do to get slagged off? Cade? Because I will say with that, he's tracking back.
Substitutes anyway.
That was very good. I will say that he was tracking back yesterday.
Yeah, and
I don't know if this is true because I didn't have the sound on when I was listening to the game, but some of the stuff that was going on Twitter after the game said that like the crowd was cheering Turkey when he came off, and then that they were kind of booing Savinho when he went on. Was that? Can anybody verify if that was true or not?
Was it in the ground?
I didn't.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that, Kel. But there was a play right at the end of the game where I think he tried to either played in the corner and it went out for a throw or went out for a goal kick or something, and there was a smattering of boos towards Savinho, and then the final whistle went, and one player came over and gave him like one of our players gave him half a hug, and I thought that was that if the fans are booing a player that's only been on the pitch for that's really quite bad.
That's pathetic. And why people feel the need to pick on a player like it's not a lack of effort. He's a kid playing for the hardest manager in the world to play for in the hardest league in the world. And yeah, he's a talented kid. Maybe he'll make it, maybe he won't. But getting stuck into it's pretty pathetic, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't. This is what I said the other day. I think he needs to go. I don't think the fans are ever going to accept Savinho now.
Yeah, I don't know. That's sad.
But the trouble is, when he goes, they'll find someone else to do it too, and that's the sad thing. The same people. They were the same people doing Doku, starting to think about Nunes and Gonzalez, but Doku, Nunes, and Gonzalez shut them up. Yeah. So then they're looking for the next player. Personally, I'd rather Savinho stays and shuts them up again. And maybe when they've done it to 20 players on the trot and they've all come good, they might realise how stupid they look. But I just think, you just gotta. It's not about supporting the players. It's not about not criticising. You can criticise constructively. You can say what Savinho needs to work with. You can say he needs to be confident. You can say he doesn't need to play.
But Rich, sorry to butt in. I don't know if he did get booed. So Nick, Cade, anyone who was at the game, let me know if they were booing. I don't know. But the last time we booed a player, and I get it, at the end of the game, you paid your money, you say your choice. I get that. But booing a sub on, that's not. We haven't done that since Richard Edgell. You are Richard, and I felt sorry on Richard Edgell when we did it to him. And I was a lot younger, and I was immature. I know I'm only 21 on Wednesday. I'm a very mature-looking 21, but I'm 21 on Wednesday. I promise you. Why is Kelster looking like
volume 23?
Why is Kelster looking like I'm just not going to say anything? Are you saying I don't look 21, Kelster?
I told you were turning 21, but don't come at me. You're 21.
He switched that one around. Good evening, Ed.
The question is, Martin, are you really 21 at heart?
21 going on 51.
Well,
no, I just feel like that at the minute, John. I'm at the doctors.
21, volume 22.
Now, Martin is 7. Right, I've had it confirmed by loads of people. There was no booing yesterday.
All right, so Twitter's full of crap. Wow, shocking.
Oh, but that's breaking news, isn't it, Kelster? That
shocking.
Full of crap.
I've never heard that before.
Wow.
Nah, but big up chat, big up the panel.
Big up, Ed. Good evening.
No,
hey, happy Monday, mate. How are you?
Doing well, Pat. Doing well. I don't got that much time because I told Martin. I just want to. Hey man, it was a good win.
You should have watched the cricket, mate. You would have had more to talk about.
Spot on. Hey, Blue Art. By the way, you're gonna love my praise in a minute. I've got a Winston Churchill speech coming out in a minute. Stick around for it.
No, it was a good game, man. It was a good game. I was happy with the game. A lot of some of the, set pieces are back. I'm tired of hearing we don't do set pieces. Set pieces are back. James French, thank you for that. But no, man, it was a good team win. Turkey folding, that took the headlines, but another Nico G good performance. Our back line, has been a little shaky the past couple games. It was good to see them bounce back and have a good showing. And yeah, man, on to the next. That's how it is in this December period. We got to keep on moving. We got Crystal Palace. We got Real Madrid midweek, and then Crystal Palace, a big game away. So we just got to stay focused on what we need to do.
Yeah. I will say this. It was a great weekend because Arsenal shit the bed. Now, I will be honest with you. Arsenal, I did a show with Footy Judge Mo the other day, and I got a lot of stick. and again, I'm going to be very consistent here. Arsenal fans, the title will be over by this weekend, is what I was told.
Ooh.
And Arsenal will be gone and away. In the last 2 weeks, despite us being so bad, the gap's gone from 7 to 5 to 2 points. We are currently 2 points behind the league leaders. Considering they have been the best team in Europe, some have called them the best team in the world. Yeah, which is arguable.
Yeah, hold that.
No, and this isn't a smoke at Arsenal, Ed. This is more of a smoke at the people doubting on us.
People
do you know we've won? Do you know we've
clearly
won? We've won the same amount of games as Arsenal have this season. Arsenal won 10 games and so have Manchester City. We have the same goal difference.
And we've played them away.
When the hell are we going to start?
In our hands.
We are not as bad as people think we are. Yes, we may need to make a few signings. We've always agreed on that. Some players may need to go elsewhere. But we have something that Arsenal don't have. We have the biggest X factor in this whole situation. He's a bald-headed Catalonian called Pep. Josep Pep.
Put some respect on his name, man.
I'm also going to bring in, I'm so glad Alan's coming here, because Alan's bed is so far underwater, it's drowning.
There he is.
Look at Alan. Look at Alan.
What have you got to say, mate? What have you got to say?
2 points off top, Alan.
He's
2 points off top.
At the minute. He don't like it anymore.
Oh, I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about that, mate. Where's all this hype, mate? What's going on? Bazball is dead. Just like your opinions on this show, mate. Bazball is absolutely dead. You're gonna be selling your Boxing Day ticket. You're not gonna watch Adelaide because you know you're gonna get absolutely rinsed in 2 weeks' time. Rich, you're good, mate. Enjoy your time over there. But Alan, yeah, you're in the bin.
Yeah. I'll be down there. It's gonna be like Blackburn away. 2-0 down, 3-2. Get in there.
Alan's had a bad weekend. Australia have took the advantage in the Ashes. City have got a convincing win. His bet's underwater with me. So Alan's just in the mud completely this weekend. Now, Alan, without swearing,
it doesn't even.
One thing I need you to do right now, in front of everyone, you need to humbly apologise to Philip Walter Foden.
Yeah, you want Palmer, right? You want Palmer, right, Alan?
Foden is finished, you said. Palmer has gone past and exceeded Foden, you said. City are not in a title race, you said. Arsenal will run away with this title, easy, you said. Answer for your crimes right now.
I won't apologise about Phil Foden because
put him front. No, put him on main screen, front and centre. The floor is yours. Floor is yours. 2-0. There you go. Dickhead.
First things first, I called a 4-0 win to Australia at the central start, so shove that up your ass.
Without swearing.
Yeah, Phil Foden was absolutely dog shite last year.
Without swearing.
This year's been really good. I still think Palmer should be at City all day long, and it was stupid. But there we go. So, and as far as Arsenal are concerned, I still think Arsenal will win the league. Sorry. I want City to do well. I want them to win the league, but I can't see it.
Oh, well, enjoy your trip over in May, Alan.
It's fine because I'll be down in the Sheer Cannon show. No problem. What are you doing?
How do I get
Wait, when are you going to be there in May?
I'll be there in May.
When in May?
2nd of May, I arrive.
Okay. I just bought tickets for a concert in Manchester May 5th or 6th or something like that. So.
I love the way Blue are.
7th,
Thanks, Alan. Let's have the fun. Not.
We'll all meet at a pub if we're all there at the same time. How about that?
What concert are you going to?
I don't know if you want that type of company.
Oh,
Brandon's got
I
some
can
bad
handle
news for
Alan.
you.
Don't worry. I used to
The
work in
Shay Khan
kitchens. I
shut
can
down
handle
now.
anybody.
Shay Khan
She
shut.
can't shut. No way. Oh, I'm not having that. I used to go there.
You haven't been
every
over
week
for like
without fail.
25 years.
Yeah.
It was open last time I was at home.
Last time you were there was the bloody store opening.
Listen, I don't just get $10 flights to England from Sydney like you get because you work for Qantas, mate. That's the only reason you go.
Anyway, so that's
No, mate, but I can also use my Qantas points to buy tickets to the cricket and watch us win the Ashes.
Oh, hello, lad. Hello, lad.
No, but I will say,
I've said, mate, I said from the start it was a 4-0 win to Australia, and I still hold by that. Be 4-0.
right, I mean, jolly good. Back to our regular scheduled programming of Manchester City Glaze today, because we are just that damn good at the minute. We're the top goal scorers in the country again, by the way. No goal from Erling Haaland. We're getting goals from everywhere. Kept a clean sheet again. Do you know, just Alan, just what's going on, mate? Come on. Are you going to finally admit we're in a title?
Elliot, I'm on the channel.
He knows you're on the channel. He's in the comments. Why is he ringing you? Do you know we've got 35?
What do you want me to sell, Marty? Because I'm on the channel now.
I don't know why he's doing that. What the hell's going on? Just to clarify, we've had 35 goals in 15 games.
It's over 2 a game.
Does anyone know, is that a record at the minute? Is that an actual record? Does anyone know if that's a record?
We've had a couple of seasons where we had some like big 7-8 goal kind of wins early on, so I'd be surprised.
Kelster, are you over in May then?
Yeah, the show I'm supposed to go to is on May 8th. And then City are playing on the 9th. They're playing Brentford. So I'm waiting. I have to wait for the Brentford game to be finalized before I can book a plane ticket, because this is right before the World Cup when I'm planning on taking a bunch of time off. I'm also taking a bunch of time off in the middle of April. I'm also taking time off in July. So I'm going to be... let's hope I still have a job at the end of the summer. We'll just say that.
Anyway.
Ed, are you going to come over to Seattle and watch your Americans get battered by the Australians?
I'm going to go to that game. That's the game I'm
Pat,
looking at.
Pat, hey, man, you already tried to cash that check earlier, Pat. You already tried to cash that check earlier. Yeah, well, it didn't go through.
Yeah, we don't show our hand when it doesn't matter.
Oh, I thought that was the Aussie way.
That does this.
I thought that was the Aussie way.
Nah, mate. You don't know anything about this country. Start watching cricket, and you'll see how a real nation works.
Fucking hell! I did warn you.
Oh, there you go. One for the swear jar.
I thought you were dating a rag.
Me? No.
I thought you were dating a rag. That was the last I heard about Alan's love life.
No, he's not that miserable.
Ed, turn this into a Love Line show, right?
Seriously, Alan, do you get everyone's phone number?
Or are you too young for Love Line?
Anyone that comes on a show, Alan asks for your phone number. Be very...
Kelster, I was actually with...
Don't give him my phone number, Martin. Don't give him my phone number.
Listen, Kelster...
I can do it if you want.
No.
Do you want Kelster's phone number?
No.
Kelster,
I'm going to throw my phone in the lake.
This is the weirdest episode of Perfect Match I've ever seen in my life.
Kelster, I was
right, can we move and get back to the football, please, somehow? I'm trying.
Can I talk without anyone interrupting, please?
Is it about football?
No. Well, sort of. I was with the Raggies today, Kelster, watching Australian Open golf.
Was it a date?
Well, sort of.
You know why I'm going to the doctors in the next 5 minutes.
Oh, did you see the training pictures? We can arrange to make it 20
if you like.
Hey?
Did you see the training pictures from earlier, Mark?
I apologize. Yeah, by the way, they were training today. They were all training in preparation for Wednesday over at the Santiago Bernabeu. If you are going out there, please be safe. There's loads of new people going out there, which there's some of the what I would call the regulars who go to Real Madrid. Some are not going.
they're
because
tired of it,
gonna
eh, Martin?
Well, I think we'll get Real Madrid later on. In the
Yeah. Oh,
competition.
yeah. It's a given. It's
We
absolutely.
Everybody
Yeah.
predicts
So I
that,
could see
yeah.
why they did it.
Yeah.
But
No, but I think
I think deep down, I think you, me, and all of us are tired of it. Yeah.
I think it's nice
Just
that
Madrid every
some
year.
people who've never been get to have the opportunity to go to the
Yeah.
Bernabeu.
Yeah.
I think it's nice to get that
Absolutely.
opportunity to go over there and sample it, because I think yourself when you go to the same place 3, 4, 5 times, it does lose that specialness about it. Like, you always remember the first time you've been to the Bernabeu, the first time you go to the Camp Nou, the first time you go to the Allianz. Like as a kid, when I went into the Olympic Stadium at Munich, the old one, not the Allianz.
Yeah.
I was enamored with it. I was like, wow, it's huge. And it was one of the oldest football stadiums I'd ever walked in. It was just cement blocks with a literally plastic seat stuck on it. There was no back to it. But no, I mean, I'm happy, and I know people are going to be looking at the Real Madrid and they'll be worried. But for me, I'm focused on the Premier League. I think we've come through a very, very important week. And these were just my things. I said, for the title race, I thought this was a must-win week for all of us. For every single game was a must-win. And we've come through 3 games in 7 days, and we've won them all. And we've put Arsenal under major pressure. And now we're going to see what Arsenal are made of. Arsenal haven't got a buffer anymore. There's no buffer there anymore. So now you are going to see how Arsenal, if Alan, you may be right, Arsenal may be the best team, and we're about to see, because they can't slip no more. They've now got that big blue shark.
Martin, I know we're second and we're 2 points behind, but it's a long way to go, mate.
No, I agree. But Alan, that's my point. I'm not saying we are the favourites. I'm not saying anyone's the favourite. I'm not saying it's over.
Yeah.
The point I'm making is, Alan, to some City fans who thought it was over 2 weeks ago, of which you were one.
No, I wasn't. I never said it was over. I said there's a long way to go.
You said we'd finish 4th, 3rd, or 4th on Thursday night.
Well, I still think we'll finish 3rd or 4th. I still think our defence and the way we defend is poor.
Okay. Oh, no. So we're 6 points ahead of Chelsea, and you think Chelsea are going to finish above us?
Mate, I said 3rd or 4th this year now.
Okay.
And I still think that will be the case. I think the way we defend is poor.
You're not even giving us 2nd place. Come on, man.
We'll just have to wait and see. But I hope we win the league. Of course we do.
A long way to go for Arsenal as well, Alan.
And there's a long way to go. But I'll be honest with you. I think our defence, the way we defend as a team, is poor.
But yeah, I mean, the thing is, Alan, in the Centurion season when we lost to United, you thought we'd bottled it and we were going to bottle the league and lose our 13-point lead. Like,
I've still got those messages, Rich. I've got those receipts.
There's no circumstance.
I've still got them.
And honestly, when we've been given the league,
you said to me, Alan said to me within an hour of that game, he said, we're going to lose it from here. He said, we're going to lose it from here.
And when we win, he goes, we'll probably get it taken off us because of 115 anyway. So, like, it's like, there are no circumstances where City can win a title.
Yeah.
Even
and Alan, if you're truly worried about our defense, you should. Yeah. And Alan, if you're truly worried about our defense, maybe you should focus more attention on the defense of a certain English cricket team.
I was sure you were going to say Harry.
Mate,
that's where your frustration should be, and you know.
I told Richard and you that we'd get 4-0 defeat in the Ashes. I knew that because we know we're not good enough.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
You saw a couple of tweets from Piers Morgan, and you got hyped up. You got hyped up.
No.
That was 1 out of 10, Pat.
County cricket is shit. So we don't get any players.
Pat, I can tell you, I can tell you all his messages are: we're not going to get 100 runs. We're going to get bowled out for 50. Crawley's not going to score a run in all the tests. You know, that's Alan's messages. Yeah, there's been nothing remotely optimistic.
Your best player is born in New Zealand.
Yeah, well, it was a bit disturbing seeing a Yorkshireman for the Aussies this week. That was a bit off-putting for me.
Yeah, but he wasn't our best player.
No, your best players all played for England.
No, well, your best players the last 20 years have been South African. So what are you on about?
Root is not remotely South African.
Strauss,
well know,
Peterson,
young man.
Yeah.
Yeah, none of whom are close to Joe. None of whom are close to Jimmy or Joe.
So 3-0 over Sunderland, eh?
Yeah, we played okay. Not brilliant.
Sorry, Martin, only 30 minutes.
Yeah. For Blue Heart, Alan, for Blue Heart, it was a deflected first goal, you know, lucky second goal.
Double deflection.
Third one should have been chalked off for the Rabona.
Yeah.
You're on
Second one was somehow offside off a corner.
Alan, this is my point. I agree, right? Because I disagree. I don't think our defence is bad. I think our midfield in certain games becomes trickier. But I will say Sunderland's midfield was big and they were bulky and they were everything else, and we sorted it out. I do believe because we are playing not a big rotated 11 a lot anymore, I think that midfield does get tired. And I still believe this to this day. No one has the quality of Rodri coming back. A 70% Rodri is better than 99% of CDMs in this league.
But do you think our squad's good enough to win the league? Be honest.
I think it will be after January. I think but as I said, we've got Pep. I put Pep above anybody in this league, Alan, and that's massive.
That is massive. I agree with you, but I think our squad's not good enough.
But Alan, I'm right.
It's not good enough.
But Arsenal's good enough.
Alan, you know, as soon as we get to the new year, our team to go from Jekyll to Mr. Hyde. We could become a completely different animal in the new year.
Well, Patrick,
we do.
You're not getting it no matter what.
And the seasons are there to back it up.
Patrick, we've got 5 or 6.
Who knows? England will be a
brand new. Patrick, shut up! We've got 5 or 6 players. We've got 5 or 6 players. Yeah, so we've got 5 or 6 players that have never played for City before, and only one of those new players has won a trophy ever.
Right, and how many of them have won the trophy in the Centurion season, Alan?
Well, not so many are left now.
Right, but did we have a lot of
No, I mean
players?
in terms of
Bernardo had one Liga.
When they played
Liga, that's a trophy.
Season.
Kyle Walker. We had a lot of new players, and Alan, and we got Centurions.
Well, I know what you're saying, Martin.
Don't
get me wrong. I want us to win. I would love us to see. I'd love us to win the league, but I just lowered my expectations because I don't want to put the pressure on them.
No. And do you know what, Alan? I said this weeks ago about you. I know what you're doing. You put a protective bubble around yourself, and I understand that. Because what you don't want is, you don't want to say, yes, I think we can beat Arsenal. And then if Arsenal do beat us, you get the piss taken out by your Arsenal mates. I understand that. I get that. I hear that with many.
I don't have any Arsenal friends.
The way to kick back a little bit, Alan, is when you say about our defence, etc. Currently at the minute, and I agree, again, at the minute, I will use the words at the minute, we're scoring 2 goals a game. So for anyone to get a point against us, they have to score a minimum of 2. Not everyone is going to do that. And I know what will happen Wednesday. Say we don't do great on Wednesday and we get beat by Madrid, everyone will go back into meltdown mode again because that's how human emotions work. It's a roller coaster, and I get it. But again, that's why I've said Wednesday's not a must-win anyway. Lose, take a point, come away. Bodo Glimt and Galatasaray are the 2 that's where my eyes are. Yeah, maybe that's putting a bit of pressure on the lads. Cheers, Rich. Enjoy the Gabba, mate.
It's the Adelaide Oval next.
All right, enjoy Adelaide.
He's back home. He's back home.
I will say this to you, Alan.
Enjoy the summer.
I hear what you're saying.
Rich.
I hear it. But I will say this: some of the Arsenal fans are now getting a bit twitcher. They're getting twitcher because they've seen in the last 3 weeks their lead go from 8-7-5 to 2. And every second part of our season, including last season, when we had one of the poorest seasons we've had in nearly 10 years, we still had the best run in the whole of the league.
I think there's some context involved in that because I know we had, a lot of older players last season, and it really benefited them that we were only playing 1 game a week. And I think that really improved their form. I'm not sure we can get away with that this year.
No.
And we know how Bernardo is very important to this team. And I worry about him running out of gas. I do. That's going to be a
my thing, Kelsey, with Arsenal is it's Arteta. It's not even Arsenal's squad, because I agree with Alan. I think Arsenal have got a very good squad. It's Arteta that's the problem. Martin Odegaard had been out for 6-7 weeks now. He's been out for a while, Anta. The first opportunity Arteta got, what did he do?
Threw him in.
Right back in the 11th.
Well, because he knows he doesn't have any creativity in his midfield.
So what do you think he's going to do when Kai Havertz is fit?
I think they're going to probably start him because they'll probably bench Gyökeres because Gyökeres.
Arteta's the issue here, not the squad.
Yep.
Arteta's going to blow. If they don't win the league, it's all Arteta, not the players. Arteta's the issue at Arsenal.
And also too, how much has Arteta been overplaying Declan Rice as well? The guy's on his last legs.
Yeah, we're talking about what we're playing.
And he seems like he just doesn't. He's like he's an energizer bunny. So he just. I don't think you can count on him being out.
Big up, man. Big win. Big week.
All night.
Huh?
Are you around later or are you off all night?
Oh,
send me the time, Martin. Just send me the time. I'll try to.
No, because I need to speak to you privately before we do out. I'll explain later.
Okay, just give me a call.
All right, mate.
Bye.
There may be one of them as well. It depends how. I've got an appointment. We've got to end in 5. We've got to go somewhere. Same goal difference as Arsenal as well. So that's my issue, Alan. I don't have faith in Arteta. I have faith in the Arsenal squad, not Arteta. Because I think Arteta has his favourites as much as everyone says Pep has his favourites. I think Arteta does. I think he's got Gyökeres and he doesn't have a damn clue what to do with him.
Oh my God. Real Madrid are losing.
Yes, they're 2-0 down Celta Vigo.
The burnabout looks like too.
No, I'm not saying don't care about Wednesday, but it's not we're not out of anything if we don't win Wednesday. And I know that's what people do. Arsenal fans are shitting themselves when we scored 1 past Sunday. Yeah, I watched something this morning. There was a watch on. There was Arsenal fan. It was like, shit, they're coming. That PTSD, as much as we say we've got PTSD, Arsenal fans have PTSD as well. They've seen this game enough times now. And what I'd say now, it's why I've said this is the title race is now really on. Now it's really on. Because you're at a 2-point average.
2 red cards. Oh, God. Oof.
If you're at a 2-point average, say Arsenal drop points next week and we win, we're top, or vice versa. Then the gap lengthens again. This is a proper title fight now.
Yeah, next weekend's going to be interesting because next weekend's going to be a bit interesting, Martin, because it's kind of the other way around because of the 2 teams, Arsenal definitely had the tougher fixture than what we did. Now it's going to be the other way around because Arsenal have got Wolves at home. Yeah, I'd be surprised if they didn't win. I'd be surprised if they didn't win by at least 3 goals. And then we've got to do Palace away, which, as we know, even with the best squad, is never an easy fixture.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing, I know we'll say this for Thursday night chat. Yeah, I know we'll leave this for Thursday night chat, but Palace, I know they haven't been exactly in the best of form over the last few weeks, but that doesn't stop them from still being able to perform against top teams. They are a plucky side, and they've got a very good manager, and we know it all too well from the cup final last year or last season.
Yeah, I think our
And
key
you've got to be
is
careful. We've got a very hard game at weekend. Palace are rightfully fourth place now.
yeah, they won today.
Yeah,
and you've got to keep an eye on Villa as well.
Yep. Are we
don't
putting
think
Villa in the
Villa will
conversation
have
as
a
title
no.
contenders?
Of course, I think Aston Villa are title contenders. They've won 8 or 9 in a row. I mean, but I'm saying it now, like Alan is right. It's only December. Sunderland were title contenders 2 weeks ago. So, you know, I think I think Elliot said it right the other day. I think January will be a massive playbook. I don't know what will come up because I got it the other day. Oh,
yeah.
All the Arsenal fans. Oh, you're spending money again. Money FC. Pep needs a checkbook. Well, I'm excited for this race because I think it's going to be 2 damn good teams going head to head now for the next few months. And I think there'll be ups and there'll be downs. And all I'm going to say is, and people can ignore this, 1 week of being down doesn't mean you're out of the title race the next. Let's not do this 1 week we're in it, next week we're out, next week we're in it, next week we're out. You're not out of it till you're mathematically out of it.
Would you say Aston Villa are in it?
Yes, for now. I don't think they'll have the longevity to go the distance, though. But they might surprise me.
Fair enough.
I think January will be the big one because I think Villa could lose players in January where I think we'll add players.
Yeah, Villa are hot right now, but I don't know if they could sustain it.
Do you know what it is for Villa for me, Cal?
Top manager. They've got a top manager. I do rate their manager.
I think Villa are happy with a Champions League spot because of the money involved. Yeah. Whereas we're not aiming for that. We're
also,
aiming for a title.
They're in Europa, aren't they? So if they could try to win that trophy, because they might be one of the top teams. So that could make them lose momentum in the Premier League when they have that to do as well. Because if that's winnable, they'll automatically get Champions. If they win that trophy, one, they get a trophy. And then 2, they also get automatic Champions League qualification. So it'll be interesting. Yeah, I see them hot right. But, Chelsea has done this in the past. Like last season, they were hot this time of year and then they fell off a cliff. So it wouldn't surprise me if Villa did. But, Palace is sticking around too. They're pretty pesky. Sunderland, I think they've been doing pretty well as well. And they don't have Europe. So that could give them an advantage.
The only thing with Sunderland, though, Cal, is you've got 7 of their players are going to AFCON, so that'll be a real test for them over the next few weeks. Yeah.
Right. A few people asking me about Pubcast. As far as I'm aware, and this is the update I've got, and it's not my place, so you can ask DM Andy if you want. It was still on there. Andy's not coming back with it. Whether any of the others do, I don't know. But we hope Andy does change his mind and he does come back because they're all great over there and people enjoy them and we love them. Yeah. We wish them all the best, Paddy and everyone and Anne-Marie and especially Andy. But it's up to Andy at the end of the day. Andy's a good mate of mine. We do, and I send him all my love and I hope he's okay. He was away last time, so we'll just say. But I'm going to end it on this, and I'll let the other guys have their final thoughts. This is going to be a roller coaster now for the next few months. Just enjoy it. We wanted a title challenge. This is what it is. And some enjoy. They want to, they don't like this. It gets too nervy for them. Sometimes everyone wants to be that 20 points guy. Everyone wants to do a Liverpool so they can just take the piss and have a rest for like 6 months. But just back the team and we'll see what happens. Something else I do need to share. I'm not going to do I'm going to be up and down in the next few weeks. I'm going to be very honest and I'm not going to do names. My family's falling apart like soft Mick at the minute. My 22-year-old nephew, my sister's brother, so it's close, was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma last month. At 22, he's currently in Christie's at the moment. He's had his first bout of chemotherapy, which failed. So, yeah, I'm going to be on and off. So the other lads may run it for a bit. Over Christmas is going to be very hard. I just need to do other things and look after myself. There's things going on with me as well that I need to just sort out. So we will be around. Just things are going to be a bit different. So I'm not going to do anything on here, but I'm going to post stuff on Instagram. I'll give it to Wazza. There is a Just Giving page for him. They're trying to, because staying in Christie's is a lot of money for the private care they're going through. So yeah, it's and 22. He's no age to be getting that. Sadly, he started his life and now he's fighting for his life. So yeah, we'll see. So yeah, why I've not been my usual up and down south. There's stuff going on. So this week, like I said, Wednesday I won't be around. It's my birthday, as much as I'll try and celebrate it. And then this week I'm away, which I may now not be going away, but again I will update you later on that. See how tonight goes. So yeah, thank you all for the lovely comments. I know they're coming in. I can see them all. I just don't want people to think, where's Martin? Has he quit? I know how these things go. I'm not quit. I'm just, there's a lot going on now. I have to sort out. So I may hand it over to Ozzy, Rich, and the gang and get everyone this week. But we'll see. Kelster, Alan, Party, we still there? Final thoughts before we jump?
Fairly happy at the
Still
end
here.
of the
Can't hear me.
Yeah, we can't see you, but we can see. We can hear you.
Oh, good. Okay, that'll do.
Well, I was.
Final thoughts. Yep. Go on, Al.
I'm fairly satisfied. Good win at the weekend. We've got Madrid away this week, which is I don't expect much there, to be honest with you. I think if we get a result, I'll be very, very happy. But obviously, happy enough what's happening at the moment. As long as we keep our defence more solid than it has been, I'll be happy.
Yeah, I'm happy with the game yesterday. I think it was a very good team win. I just focus on one game at a time, go back to Ruben Diaz's legendary, just focus on ourselves right now. So hopefully we can just try to do that, but I know how tempting it is. But yeah, just keep on keeping on. And get Rodri back. I think Rodri will make a big difference on this team second half because one, it can allow some rotation. And in some games you could see Rodri and Nico G, and I think that would really fortify our midfield defensively. And then and Bernardo and Rodri's tried and true. So you can start rotating some of these players who are playing a lot of minutes. So let's hope he can come back, and I think it'll make that's also something no one else is coming back. Like you mentioned earlier, it's like we have Pep Guardiola, but we're also gonna have Rodri. Like that's crazy. So let's hope that works out. And yeah.
Yeah, appreciate all the comments. And Steve Black, you are right. I joked with my brother yesterday. We were saying it's like if you've got the name Horsfield, you've got a curse on you. Anyone who marries into our family, Jesus, you don't want it right now. You really don't. Donation, I'll stick it on the Instagram. It's not me, it's one of his girlfriends done. Who's put it on there. So I'll send the link out. It'll be on the Instagram one later on today's DC. So the Mancunian Way Instagram. I will post it on there, or I'll do it on my Twitter later. But Pat, final thoughts from you? Is the Blues down under Tuesday, Pat?
I think it will be Tuesday at this stage. Still waiting for work to get back to me on my schedule, but it looks like it'll be Tuesday. We'll probably do a preview for Real Madrid. FA Cup draw actually comes out, I think, this time tomorrow. So we'll probably have a bit of a chat about that too. I always love when the FA. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they said the FA Cup was Monday night. It was Monday night, I think, your time. So, it should be here, 24 hours from now. We'll probably have a bit of a chat about that. Go on. What'd you say?
Go on, Alan.
Unfortunately, I won't be able to attend that this week. My mum's here. She's staying here Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, so I can't be on, mate.
Yeah, no, that's all right. I'll have a chat withCker and Gov because I don't think Rich can make it, so I'll have a word with them and we'll see what's good.
I can come on Tuesday.
Yeah, we'll probably have a bit of a chat about all that. Yeah, 100%, mate. Absolutely, yeah. But no, I'm looking forward to these fixtures over December. I mean, everybody loves a bit of Christmas football, don't they? So, yeah, excited for what's to come. I think there's everything set up for an interesting title race this year. And yeah, as Martin alluded to, I don't think we're as bad as what people are thinking. Still think that PTSD from last season still lingers over people's heads a bit. And I think with a few good performances, we'll certainly shake that. And yeah, things are just on the up and up at the moment. Yeah, so happy with the way things are. And yeah, Australia to win 3-0 next week.
Awesome. Right, I'm going to jump because I need to go somewhere. Take care, all. Big up to Kelster, true City fan.
Me too.
Coming up this week.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, we're doing the watch along on Wednesday. I did a preview this morning with a Real Madrid fan, so that we ended up talking more about the World Cup than the Champions League game. But it was a good conversation. My internet glitched out halfway through, so I apparently was lagging for some of it. But we'll do the watch along, and yeah, we'll come up with other streams. If you haven't, please check Patrick's Twitter. He left a very important message that for all of his supporters would like to see. He's going into treatment tomorrow, so he's not going to be around. So Mateus and I and Steve and Spartacus and all them, we'll make sure to put content out. So, and anything you can do to help, for the channel, it'll all go to Patrick because it's his channel. So if you guys could just watch and like and pass a video on stuff like that, give him some money that way to be on ad revenue or whatever.
No, spot on. Absolutely. Well said. Pat is a good friend, a personal friend of mine as well. As so much love to Pat. He's in a fight as well, and we hope that he wins it. So much love, Alan. Much love to your mum and your family, mate.
Yeah, no, my mum's going to check for tests at the hospital not far from here. So I think you know where that is, Patrick, in the cancer hospital there. So,
well, we send it our best.
Yeah.
And Pat, everything's all right with you, and we'll see you hopefully Tuesday. I'll join you, and we'll see you then. We may be live tomorrow.
Yeah, good, mate. Just a crap work schedule at the moment.
Yeah, just let us know. We'll keep an eye on the channel for notifications. But take care, and we'll see you all soon. But City title fight really begins, and as always, of the Blues. Take care, all.
Go on, City.